Hello guys, friends, I am back for another random little War of the Visions video today. And a quick update, Final Fantasy XIV is over, and what we have now is the summer event, which I'm not seeing yet on the news. But essentially, the summer 2025 event has come around, and what we have is Ammie. And let me just bring her up really quickly. The Prophet Adrift of the Sea. Summer Swimsuit Ammie. Ammie, not Ammie, because the translation, of course, doesn't understand the letter L. It translates it to an R because I imagine Japanese people pronounce it like that. So this is a tank unit. She is featured as a mace weapon group. She is also a commander. And I would have to actually double check, but I think it's for Guild Wars, but I'm not entirely sure. There's no way to tell directly from WOTV. The only way I was able to tell is by looking at the commander effect, this thing down here, and seeing where that applies. So she's mainly a water commander, and she applies to all of the recent water units, including Fist, Katana, Staff Devout, Mace, and Book. So Fist would be going all the way back to whatever that Fist water unit is, I forget. Katana, we have the new Sorel. And Devout would be Exia, Mace would be her, and Book would be Nicole. So that's kind of the fire cast in a nutshell. And it gives water attack, I guess it's 10. Yeah, that makes sense. 10. Reaction block 10. Healing power 10. Reduce physical damage 10. Critical evasion 10. With a nice little 5-turn boost of AoE res, shell, which is a pretty good combo. Some untranslated effect, as well as a distance barrier. And her TMR is an on-hit effect, which I believe, I don't know if this gives her magic res, or does it reduce magic res? And then I believe this will, I don't know, does this give her physical damage reduction, or does it reduce their physical damage? Yeah, I don't know. The way it's worded in WOTV is hard to pinpoint sometimes, but very quickly her stats fully reincarnated, right? It's got a boatload of HP. Magic about 150 to 200 lower than everything else. Her resistance is across the board pretty good, but that doesn't really matter. She's curse resist, which is nice. She's poison resist and a little bit of silence. And just looking at her skills, she's meant to really be a tank in the sense that she generates. She starts off with hate, and she generates some hate when taking hits, which is kind of interesting. She has some defensive stuff, physical damage, wide res for both, and passively, she has move and some other minor sub-job passives, which can work. Her counter ability is actually quite nice. It's the infamous 80% counter all damage, 30% heal. So I actually think this could be very strong on a tank that's just going to be constantly healing herself. Her main job is filled with these untranslated effects, which I guess are aura effects, but she is very similar to Hero Mont, where she has 2 main buffs, but none of them are group buffs. But she does bring in an aura. So she obviously has re-raise, when target is revived, she does a bunch of things. And her main two abilities are, well, I guess her main three abilities. There are AoEs, and she's not packing a bunch of resistances, so she does get 40% on this attack prior, so the AI will most likely be using this the most. But it's a pretty nice move utility wise, where it would dispel a bunch of stuff. 100% hit chance, and she does that thing where she decreases D-pen, increases reaction block for enemies. So this plus her counter, right? So she increases their she decreases their reaction block, I guess, and then she has a good reaction block, or good reaction herself. So that kind of works in a decent tandem, where she hits them with this, they now have less than, you know, whatever reaction rate block they had. I don't know if this is just 50% or a flat amount of 50. Anyways, it's a decent strategy for a tank. And off of that, she has another move that is similar, a little bit more long range. It's going to dispel shell and the magic damage reduction plus 40% curse. And this ability here is interesting. I wonder how much she would actually end up using this, but it does something to the effect of heal like she heals herself, and she dispels all debuffs below 50%. She dispels all debuffs. She restores CT. That could be interesting, because I don't really think her other sub jobs are worth running, right? This would give you a group buff, but I'm not sure that it's worth not bringing this. This might be really nice. And of course she has some other stuff. She's got the white mage, and some of her effects, I'm not quite sure how it's all going to work out, because it's highly untranslated. I'll have to see it a little bit more in action. But she gives 40% physical damage reduction for her allies, and then wide res for her allies. So she's really leaning into that role of going up to the enemy, and then if her allies are close enough to get AoE'd, she would give them some nice little extra protection. And her limit burst is a select 2, and she's got some penetration on it, 100% hit. And then there are some effects that are not really well explained, like this one at the bottom. Reduce physical damage taken for 3 turns on basic attack. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know. So that's Ammie in a nutshell. Most notably, where I think she's gonna shine is she has a lot of debuff weakening, right? We've got a total of 35 here. She's got 10 all res element, which is pretty solid. And then her weapon gives her another 10. So 45 altogether, with a little bit of a baby distance barrier. And she gets 20 AoE res pen as well. And it's got a nice little ice cream cone on it. So pretty sweet looking unit. Now, the other summer units got a bunch of buffs, and they are available on the banners. I'm not going to go through them. These two weapons got a +6. Pretty cool stuff. I imagine there will be some type of rerun of the mini raid, and all these items can be acquirable, but they're not really that special like this one and that one. Maybe if they get a +6, they could be more entertaining. But all these units got nice buffs. Like Summer Lilith got some really nice PvE buffs. Summer Resnick got a really nice guild raid buff through her mask MA3. Some buffed up skills and stuff. Pretty cool. Like, we're at 9 summer units on JP. The vision card, Jaden's vision card, is a job-based card, and it is covers books, which yeah, that's another thing that they did, is they merged book and mace together. And we're gonna go look at the banners. Overall, the banners are not that exciting. Somewhat standard to what we saw last year, except a little mildly different. So they did toss in this one. I think this is a 5 UR rerollable once. Maybe you could do it 3 times. I don't exactly know. I didn't do a proper translation for this. So very quickly, I am just going to look at her commander ability just to try to figure out if it is indeed for Guild Wars. Because if it's for Quest, yeah, that's kind of dog. Yikes. Does it activation condition? Is that what I'm supposed to look at? Guild battles. So it is for guild battles. So that's a pretty good commander for guild battles, but of course mainly targeted at water units. And we're just gonna look at her limit break really quickly to see what they did with this one. Yeah, she loves that ice cream cone. Big swirlies. Pretty cool, yeah. So I don't even know. What was that supposed to be? Like, there's no explosion, there's no nothing. But she's a really cool unit. I think they did a good choice in picking Ammie. She is obviously not featured a bunch of times. But summer units are a little bit janky. In the sense that, you know, there's so many of them now, right? And building them is not super easy. You can, of course, if you have one level 120, this banner here will give you additional mind spheres on the 4th pull. And if you have it at 120, you could get more mind spheres on the 3rd pull. And then, let me see. Does this say that you can pick up a unit directly at the end? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so you can actually target a unit with this banner. So I believe that would be, technically that would be an extra 40 shards if you really wanted to go like shards, like just get more mind spheres for the unit, you could, you know, go with one of the units you already have. And then since you're getting 40 shards, 40 shards, 40 shards, and nothing here, well, that's, you know, Mog Metal, Mog Metal, Mog Metal, Mog Metal, Mog Metal. So that would be an extra, what, 50 Mog Metals? So 120 plus 50 Mog Metals. About 170 per run. And this is what? 3.5 plus 6. It's a 5-step, right? So 3.5 or 2.5 plus, so about 8.5 for 170. Yeah, it's basically the same value as just buying extra shards, but you're doing extra gotcha. Now, yeah, it does make me wonder if I'm interested in any of this. To be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure. So might as well pick Resnick, and I actually think I'm a fan of Summer Lilith. I will just do these 4 free pulls, and then I don't know. Wow, I'm already at 15 minutes, man. I suck at this. Just talking about the game forever. Oh, I think I had skip animation on. Did I pull one of the units? I actually pulled Summer Lilith. And man, oh man, is she ever wearing that swimsuit. So that's actually kind of cool. A free little Summer Lilith. I have no idea if I can build this unit. If I can be completely honest. None at all. So let me debate this, right? Because for my account, I have a lot of glove, devout, and book. That's kind of been my main groupings, right? And since Mace has been thrown in with book, this kind of means that this character is essentially right up my alley. So if I did pull this unit and I did build it, I could definitely use it, right? And I'll give it a whirl. But where I'm really skeptical of this unit is I don't want to go to pity for this unit. I don't know if I care that much for this unit. But on the other hand, I have never, in all of my time playing WOTV, I have never really pulled and built a summer unit. I just never have. Either I didn't have the viz, or I just wasn't that impressed with the unit. So I think that I should do it just so that I can say, you know, before the game goes away, that I did pull and play one summer unit. But going to pity would be horrific for me, in the sense that I would have rather have just skipped than going to pity. Like if there was a chance of just going 40,000 and you get her with no shards, no nothing, I wouldn't do that. So I am really just a little bit of gambling. Well, a URVC, and it's Dark Shiva. That's actually a card I didn't have. So, not terrible. Not terrible. A really good Esper VC combo. Like, probably one of the most solid Dark Espers that was ever released. Agility, something, and magic. And, yeah, that card would be nice to have maxed. But I obviously don't have it maxed. So, I'm onto a brown book. And, yeah. It is a brown book with one golden crystal that could upgrade, right? Nah. And lately, I've just been watching a lot of old YouTubes about War of the Visions. I've watched a lot of those lately. And it's been quite enjoyable watching videos from way back in the day, as well as some more recent ones. And here's my gold book that's going to be a unit. Oh my word, bro. How am I so good at pulling UR vision cards? How? Just on that note, okay? So during FF14, right, I'm at like the very last week, okay? Oh my god, that was actually so worth it. That was actually so worth it. This is such a good card. I am 100% certain. I'm gonna have to look at it, but I believe that this card actually includes books and maces now. So let me look at this, because when I first saw this card, it does. So it brings in books. Now, do I see the mace icon? I guess that's it. Dang, dude. Garusa's card. Just that alone made doing this worth it. Like, if I stop now and I just walk away with just the card, that's worth it, because that's actually one of the S tier cards of the year so far. Magic, something, agility, and here's the unit, right? Oh my god, bro. How am I pulling URVCs non-stop? Okay, so back to what I was just about to say. Okay, so I do the FF14, you know, I do the 4 steps in the earlier days, and I don't get any of the units. Okay, I decide I'm gonna AFK 2 weeks to get an extra 10 free pulls, and I come back and I don't get the units, don't get either of the units out of doing all of that 30 pulls, no units. So when I do my last pulls, I'm there, I'm with my fiance, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a little bit more pulls. Rainbow? Yes, dude, this is it. This has to be it. My only UR unit. So I'm like telling myself, like, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more pulls, because you know what, I'm so dang close to getting both units and being able to just max them out, because I already have the mind spheres for this event. And what happens, right? So I do my last 2 pulls and I go to the regular banner, and I already have, I think, like 40 out of 100 for the pity. So I'm like, okay, 3 more pulls and I will get, you know, the 100%, and I could maybe take 1 swing and hopefully not double pity, because I didn't want to double pity. That was just awful. So I'm doing these pulls, and in JP, if you get a UR, the bar doesn't go up. So what do I get? URVC, URVC, URVC. I end up doing, to fill up the bar 60%, which is 3 pulls, I end up doing 6 pulls, so double, because I just keep getting URVCs. And then on the last pull, I'm there with my fiance, and I'm like, you know what? I have horrible unit luck, but I have amazing vision card luck. Like, you click on the button for the 10%, and I pulled the unit on the 10%, my first time ever. So here's to Summer Amnelis. No, dude, why are you doing this to me, Stern? That was supposed to be my summer babe, man. So I pulled the unit, and now I have them almost leveled up, because I bought some shards. They're almost level 99, which then I could just take them to 140. So I did, and okay, this has to be it, okay? It just does. Right? This has to be the featured unit, Summer Amnelis. So I did walk away with that event with pretty much both units. Didn't pick up the vision card because I didn't feel like that VC was really that good. It was one of those wonky VCs, you know. Okay. Game. Orange. Okay. I've been watching so many of your videos, and I've seen you pull so many units on the banner. Let's bring it home. 1, 2, 3. Summer Amnelis. No, man. Why? Oh my word, man. No. Come on, bro. How is the game doing me like this, dude? 2 UR units, and it's not my Summy Ammie, man. No, bro. This is the last pull of the 4-step, and this is gonna be a unit again. No, man, it's not a unit. God damn it. There's such little hope. Oh my god, how did I not do it, man? Okay, skip magic. F, bro. Well, God, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do, because I want the damn unit, but I don't want to go to pity. I don't want to go to pity. I still have a lot of Viz to farm, but I just want to be stingy right now. And the game is forcing me to spend, goddammit. Alright, so there is one more trick that I could do, which is this thing, right? Yeah, this thing. Okay. You know what? Just for luck, I'm just gonna tell the game that I want this. And yeah. I did get Summer Lilith, but I want like the new one because they're obviously the new units, the new summer units, or all the new units recently are so much better. So here we go. Gold book, unit, Summer Ammie. Well, it was a brown book and it's a vision card. 300 paid. And I get absolutely nothing. Well, that was a dirty disappointment. I have to get it on this pull. This has to be the pull. Just does. I just need it on this pull. Oh my jiggity jigglies, man. I'm getting a URVC? No, not even a URVC. Oh, this sucks. I'm officially feeling the pain. I should have skipped this unit, but I got Garusa's VC though. That's a good pull. Okay. This has to be it. I take it all back. This has to be it. Okay? If I get something else on this banner, I am gonna be sad. I'm already sad, but I'm gonna be way more sad. Okay. Summer Ammie. Yes, this is it. This is the banner. This is the walkout. Yes, dude. Those jigglies, man. I love those jigglies, man. Thank the heavens. I got her. And I think I only went to like 11 pulls. So that's not that bad. It's like about 20,000. I picked her up. I can get all her shards. I'm happy with that. So now I just need to debate whether or not I want to invest in buying some of these. Buying one. I might do one unit. I'm not entirely sure. I might get Resnick. Is she even on here? Okay, yeah, she's there. I might get Resnick just to maybe do the lap one time and just get more Mind Spheres, but I'm not entirely sure. That might be a thing for later. At least for today, I do get to throw her in the racks and be satisfied that I actually picked her up instead of just whiffing entirely. Thank God I didn't have to pity for that unit especially. So, I guess I'm going to take out Exia. I should probably take out Garusa, but it's fine. I don't need Exia that much. Man, I am going to definitely be trying out some different comps once I get her leveled up, which is going to take me a while, but it's going to happen. I'll pop a little gold thing just for fun. Alright, boys. Next week will probably be the vision card. Maybe the mini raid as well. And what I'm guessing is going to come after is most likely a new unit, a new regular pool unit, and then a new regular pool vision card. And then during that week we might have something like a guild raid, perhaps. I think it's about time for another guild raid, and then it should be another collaboration, you know, go like beginning of August, right? It might be a rerun collab. I don't know what it could be. That's what I'm guessing it's gonna be, like maybe FF8, which FF8 could be cool. Edea was a teased unit, so we do still have that. Otherwise, I don't know what they could do. There's still a couple of Final Fantasies that haven't been around. They could go back and do like a Final Fantasy 6 2, the same way they did a Final Fantasy 7. I do know that the anniversary is also coming around in not too long. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't want to spend too much viz right now, because whenever the anniversary does come around, right, that might be a new power creep in some units. But what I do want to show, right, is I've been playing on JP since EOS was announced, which is roughly like 3 months, right? And in that time frame, I have made a lot of progress. Like a lot of my vision cards, like I don't have that many 99s, but some of them are 99 and haven't been leveled yet. Some of them are extremely close. And the majority of that is coming from Gil, which is one of the reasons why I was so big on this new way that you get ×5 drops plus half energy in the daily chambers, right? Because look at all my VCs, like so many of them are 85. I have a lot of them 85. Like even this card, right? I probably have, okay, I only have 117. I'm gonna start working on that card. But so many of these cards, how many do I have of Shiva? So many of these cards, I'm picking up so many shards just by doing the like farming Gil and spending it. I'm getting so many shards. Like all of my VCs, so many of my VCs are close to being maxed. Like all of my hollows are getting worked out tremendously. Like this one, I've almost got maxed, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like that one's done basically. This one's done. This one's pretty close to, yeah, like I'm killing it with the vision cards. I've got so many of them that are almost 99 that soon, all it's gonna take is just pull like some of the more of the regular pulls, and I have so many of them already, but it's gonna take me like 2 or 3 more comebacks, which I'm gonna do, and I will have pretty much the majority of the vision cards. I will just have them maxed. And then like what difference is that from my global account? The only real difference is that I don't have the old school limited vision cards. Like for example, I don't have Cypher's card. What other VCs were limited? Like some of the FF9 cards I could have pulled, but I just ignored them. There's a lot of cards that are limited that obviously I'll never see again. Like the old school elemental ones, like even the FFT cards, all of those cards, like I don't have them. But is it really that bad? Like I don't think so. For team building purposes, it's really not that bad to not have the old stuff. Like of course having the old stuff is nice, right? But it's not that bad. Where I could never be where I used to be is of course in like guild raids, but guild raids just don't come around that often for me to really stress about not having all of the GG multi-hit units, right? Like I can live with putting together scuffed teams and just scoring average scores. I'm still gonna be like doing really well within my guild, but it's not a big deal. Like guild raids just don't come around that often for me to care about it, right? And I have the other water winner unit, and so I'm not stressing PvE stuff. All I'm really trying to do is make a cohesive account to where whenever we're in the final phases of the game, I can just enjoy it and not stress too much about you know, like, oh shit, my account's really weak and I can never pull anything because I just don't have Viz. And now I have almost unlimited Viz, like 469,000. That's crazy. And basically I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, it's 1 in the morning, I'm tired, I got the unit. See you guys next time. Peace.